Hi guys, so today I'm going to be recreating this look by Demi Lovato. This is one of my favorite looks that she has ever done, and I also really like her as a person. And she's got a very, very rough background and she persevered, and I admire that. But yeah, so we're gonna go from this to this, so stay tuned. So if you look at this picture, I'm gonna start with the skin, and it's showing up pretty orange, but basically it's like very glowy and tan. So we're gonna do that and just like full coverage underneath the eyes. So yeah, basically the skin is tan, very dewy, and just basically flawless. So we're gonna aim for that. So the products I'm gonna use, and I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty foundation. I'm gonna use the Too Faced Born This Way concealer because it looks like she has a full coverage look. And for the glowiness, I'm actually going to mix in some of these Marc Jacobs like dewdrops. This came at TJ Maxx. So let's mix this together here because her face is very dewy. And I'm just mixing like a drop or two of these dewdrops. So that's gonna create a very dewy look, but not over the top. So yeah, I looked at a couple Demi Lovato looks, and this one really stuck out to me because I like how fresh her face looks. I like how little makeup it looks like she's wearing, and she just looks really healthy. And overall, just like, she came back from the beach, honestly. And so I was like, how am I going to look like I came back from the beach when I'm pale as a ghost? So I'm like, okay, let me just mix some of these dewdrops in here so it looks like I am healthy. And I'm using a Juno & Co sponge. These are my favorite sponges of all time, even better than the Beauty Blender. They get bigger and they just don't absorb as much foundation as the Beauty Blender, and I think they're a little bit cheaper. I order mine off Beautylish. I will link it down below. And I just turned on some more light, and I'm going to put some concealer on. This is my favorite concealer. Also ignore all those loud noises. My house likes to make lots of loud noises at night. Actually, I live in an apartment, so it's like, it always happens every single night, and it's, I don't know, maybe I have a ghost, but so far so good. So it looks like we're pretty covered, and still dewy. I'm gonna add some more concealer because I have not been sleeping well. But yeah, I've been loving this sponge. I wasn't really that big into the Beauty Blender, but then when I tried these, I had to order 2 more. It comes in like a nude and it comes in a black, and there's just something about this sponge that makes the application look so flawless and so easy and so fast. Okay, so this is the Skin Before powder. So looking at the picture again. Okay, so she's really tan. Really tan. So I'm actually going to go in with the Chanel Tan de Chanel, and I'm going to fake this tan hard. So I like to go in with this product before powder. I'm not going to powder too much because it's going to take away the dewiness, which we worked hard to achieve. But I will powder a tiny bit, especially under the eye. But yeah, this look is, her face is just, it's more, it's just like a dewy tan, fresh off the beach look. So we're not trying to look like we're wearing too much makeup on the face, just kind of like we woke up like this, but also like we put some Chanel bronzer on at the same time, you know? I love that. Like, it's like, I woke up like this, but also like I use this really expensive cream product to look like that, you know? It's like the beauty industry, man. You hate to see it. You love to see it. You hate to see it. But yeah, I love this cream. Of course, you can use a more, like, less expensive one. I've just always wanted to try this. And I gotta admit that the old formula is fantastic, so I'll know what I'm gonna do when I run out. But the one that they're selling right now at, like, Nordstrom and all that, that is not the same formula as the old one. So just want to make that clear because they will try to tell you that it is. Okay, so, and now I'm just going to go ahead and set my face with powder. So like things don't move around. And this is the Milk translucent powder. I actually got this at TJ Maxx. I love the sifter. It's not like messy. And also this powder is so good for normal to oily skin because it sets the face, but it also does not leave a cakey finish. So the skin is looking pretty healthy. Yes, okay. And I'm going to now go in with some glitter glue for the eyeshadow. I pretty much use glitter glue as my primer because it's gonna hold everything in place. This is the NYX glitter glue, and it's just a lot more affordable than the Too Faced glitter glue. And if I do want to go with glitter, then I can. If I don't want to, I know that my powders are going to stay all day, so it's kind of like a double safety measure. Okay, so now we're going to do the brows, and the brows are interesting, as you can see here. So I have kind of crazy brows right now, but her brows are really dark and they're really shaped. So we're gonna try to recreate that. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna use a Dose of Colors Friendcation palette, and I'm gonna go in with the darkest brown. So her eyebrows are really dark. I need to go closer for this because I don't really have a shape right now. I'm kind of rocking the model brow, and she has a very defined brow, so we are going kind of against the grain here. Oh, it's actually looking like her brow. This is, so the way that she does her brows in this event, the way that she wears her brows at this event is how I used to wear my brows, like very dark and very angled and very shaped. So kind of used to that. The only downside to this kind of eyebrow shape is that it kind of makes you look a little mean because your eyebrows are pointed down, but it does look very clean. Yeah, I really thought this was going to be a lot harder than it is because I'm so used to actually creating my brows to be so dark and shaped. So let's see how similar it looks. Yeah, so looks like we got that shape. The only thing I want to clean up is that she does not have such a thick front brow. So the way to do that is to take a little concealer and I just take the sponge and I'm going to go underneath and I'm just going to redraw where I messed up because her eyebrows are definitely not that thick in the front. But do you see how we have that high upper corner here, just like hers? And we have a shaped brow that's dark. So I'm actually gonna go in and tan a little more with the Charlotte Tilbury in number 3. I'm using a stipple brush. And so now I'm looking at the picture and I'm seeing that she has a very light under eye. And she has a coral blush going not on the apples, more like on the back. So we're gonna recreate that. So my favorite under eye brightener is from actually Park Avenue Princess with Tarte. This is amazing, really underrated. KKW has a good one. So yeah, she has a really light under eye, which of course makes you look really healthy and awake. I'm gonna set my eye with that as well. Cover that veining. So now that we have that lightness underneath the eye, I'm going to take a blush brush and I'm going to place a corally brush, not on the apples, but on the outskirts of my face. And I'm going to use a Scott Barnes palette and I'm gonna mix the colors Sweet Cheeks and Mango Biz together. This is a Fenty bronzer brush, which I use for everything. And I like to go pretty heavy-handed with my blush because that's the first to go. And we're concentrating this on the back of the face, using more of the Sweet Cheeks color because it's mostly a coral shade. Coral looks really good on tan skin, so I can see why her makeup artist did that. So now we have the face pretty much done. Let's see if she has any highlights. I don't really see any highlight. Let's contour the nose a little bit, actually. Definitely see a little nose contouring. I mean, she has a small button nose, but I know that celebrity makeup artists love to contour the nose because it can tend to look bigger in pictures. So they like to slim it down with some contour, lift it up. you see how much better that looks? Just a little bit of contour. We're gonna contour the double chin. And then I'm going to take that light color down the nose to create that button nose effect. I'm actually going to darken up the eyebrows because her eyebrows are very dark and it's easier to add than it is to take away. It doesn't even look like there are any hairs. It just looks like kind of Sharpied on, not gonna lie, but it still looks good, but it doesn't look like there's individual hairs. It looks like it's very filled in. So based off of the picture, it looks like she has fake lashes on, but they're mostly concentrated in the middle of her eye, which is unique. So what I did is I took a pair, just one pair of Ardell Wispies, and I cut them in half. So I'm just gonna place it in the middle of the eye. We're gonna see how it looks like. And I'm kind of that person who likes to do the lashes before eyeshadow because that really gives me the template, and I always put mascara on before I put on fake lashes. Or actually one fake lash because I just cut it in half. So yeah, the eyes are pretty simple. We're gonna see how the lashes look just in the middle. I usually put them on the ends, but it seems like her makeup artist put them in the middle. I don't know if that's complements her eye shape more. And then we're going to kind of do a simple eyeshadow look, and then I know that there's some gold going into the inner corner, which is what makes this look really unique and pretty easy to do, but also glam. And yeah, and then I also have the perfect lip combo, and then that's pretty much it. It's a very simple look, kind of like beachy vibes, you know, like right off the beach with some, you know, gold. So hard to create when you're pale, but you know, if you're already tan, it's like you're good to go. Okay, so I am going to put these lashes on. I'm actually going to put them on off camera. So change of plans, because I ripped the band of the Ardell Wispy, it just completely broke apart. So instead, we're not going to use fake lashes. We're just going to focus mascara more in the middle of the eye. We're going to layer a few mascara. So this is kind of my trick before I became addicted to fake eyelashes, is to use a volumizing mascara and to use a lengthening mascara. Therefore, you get both. There's usually never a mascara that does both really well. Either is a good lengthening or good volumizing. It really doesn't, it's very rare for it to be amazing at both. I mean, it can be okay at both, but it's not going to be a best volumizer, best curler. So now I'm going to take a volumizing mascara. This is the Revlon Big Bad Lash. I'm going to put that more in the middle as the look asks for. I'm going pretty heavy-handed with this because we're using this instead of fake lashes. and let that dry. I might do one more coat, I'm not sure yet. So I'm actually going to start on the hair. So she has very shiny, straight, long hair going down her back, and I'm just taking the Dyson Corral and I'm going to straighten my hair. I actually have it on the highest setting right now because my hair is really not straight at all. And I'm really just, I usually would take like clips and take it section by section, but feeling a little bit lazy right now, so. And I'm not going anywhere, so if it's not perfect in the back, it is what it is. But it seems like her hair is mostly shiny and long. I also added more mascara to the middle of my eye. And I put some eyebrow, what's it called? Eyebrow gel to fill in even more. And we are going to start on the eyeshadow look in a bit, which is probably more exciting than this. But honestly, some people want to see how the Dyson Corral works. This is still new to me. Been going back and forth if I want to return it or not. The convenience of not having to plug it in is really what's keeping me from not returning it. So yeah, so I like to take breaks and do my makeup, then my hair again, then do my makeup, then my hair again. Leave a comment if you do that too. Okay, so we are going to jump back into the makeup. So I just did one eye off camera, and I'm going to show you how I did this look off camera. And this is her gold transition into the inner corner, and it looks like just a regular brown smoky on the ends. So what I did is I just took a transition shade, and I'm using the Lunar Beauty palette, going into a transition shade. You can use any transition shade for this. And now we are going to add a darker brown to the outer corner. This is just a blender brush, so any brush will do as long as it's not too stiff. And we're going to actually add a little bit more. And I'm going to line my eye with some eyeliner, concentrating more in the middle. And now we're going to do the key part of the look, which is the gold pop in the inner corner. And I'm just taking the Lunar Beauty palette, Lunar Clips, and I'm going into the shade Gold Dust, but I'm sure you have a gold somewhere in your collection. Any gold will do. And we are just going to take that on the, well, messed up, on the inner lid, not going all the way, just in the beginning. And we are also going to take it into the inner corner, which is what makes this look unique. And also I noticed that she has some warmth in her crease. So I took the shade Hazelnut from the Dominique Cosmetics palette, and we're gonna pop that in the crease on top of the transition shade. And if there's any fallout, you can take a cream and just go underneath your eye to clean that right up. And she also takes a brown underneath her eye and just completely smudges that out on the bottom waterline. And then I'm going to smudge that out, just using a blender brush. And I'm going to put mascara on the bottom lashes because you can see in the picture, there's a lot of mascara on the bottom lashes focusing on the middle. So I guess they're trying to make her eyes look really big, which is making my eyes look huge. I focus more typically on making my eyes look more cat-like, and her makeup artist focuses on making her eyes look bigger by focusing the mascara and looks in the middle and front of the eye, versus I focus typically on the ends of the eye. I look like a bit like an alien. So now I'm going to do the lip combo. So she kind of has like a neutral lip, and I'm just gonna take this rosy shade from MAC and I'm just gonna dab that on. It's not like anything intense. It's mostly a neutral shade. Any nude will probably do, as long as it's more pinky. And she has a lot of lip gloss on. I'm using my favorite, Lawless Forget the Filler. I'm gonna have to order more because I was out. So that is the finished look. What do you guys think? Go spray the face. We've got the intense eyebrows. We've got the gold in the inner corner. We have that bronzy look. I think we did well. And then I liked how the lip combo looks with this eye. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you like these recreations, please leave a comment, subscribe. I really appreciate it, and thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and enjoy the rest of your day or night.